lads, welcome back to another video. This one is going to be a kind of carbon copy of yesterday's video where I reacted half season to my full season predictions. But this one is going to be the championship prediction for the Scottish leagues, of course. I'm wearing the same top just because I'm filming it on the same day because I'm uploading every day this month and I've not got time tomorrow to film this video. Let's get on with the video. I'm just going to do it in the same format as I did yesterday's video, where I'm going to show brief bits of the video itself where I predicted these predictions, and then it's going to come back to me and I'll just explain or react to the predictions that I made. The relegation spots in the championship, I've got Alloa and Queen of the South. Alloa is the obvious one, they're the only part-time side in the league, and I just feel that they'll not have enough in terms of their squad, in terms of quality, to even challenge really for the relegation playoffs. So in 10th place I had Alloa. This one could still really come to fruition because obviously Alloa are the part-time team in the league. They have performed extremely well so far this season for what I thought, but as far as I'm concerned, I think this one could still come to light. If Alloa do stay up though, then it's a massive slap in the face for me, and I need a bit of a reality check because Alloa are doing really well for what I expected them to do this season and probably what other people expected them to do as well. I just feel Queen of the South are just lacking, and again this could be one of the ones that I'm quite wrong, but we'll see at the end of the season. In 9th place I had Queen of the South. I'm not entirely sure about this one really because at the end of the day Queen of the South are currently sitting above Dunfermline in the league, so maybe this one was a bit too early judged for me because I just thought that Queen of the South a bit bang average and I just thought their squad wasn't going to be anywhere near good enough. But obviously with their injury to Stephen Dobie recently, it could kind of pull them down for a week or two, but ultimately I think they're going to have enough quality. They've shown that so far this season that they can pull off results that you don't really expect them to pull off, so I don't think they'll finish 9th. 8th up to 5th, I've got an 8th Morton. Morton just simply down to the fact that I'm not that convinced of their squad just yet. That could all be proven wrong with maybe playing them and seeing what they've got to offer. You could easily just prove me wrong once again. I've got them finishing 8th just because I feel like they're just slightly lacking in certain areas in their squad in terms of quality. Again, I think it will only be close knit battles between 8th, 7th and 6th of where they finish and what point. 8th place I had Morton. They're kind of a team that's going to flounder about like Dunfermline have so far this season, and 8th, I don't think it's going to be them finishing in 8th place. I think they will finish around those kind of places, and in the video itself I had kind of 8th, 7th, 6th and 5th kind of grouped together because I thought it was going to be a kind of closer battle than anything else in the league really. We'll probably finish within those three kind of positions, maybe 8th, 7th and 6th, but I don't think we'll finish as low as 8th. And as I said, 7th and 6th, again part of that close knit battle, but I've got Ayr United and Falkirk. Ayr United, I think Lawrence Shanklin will really pull them through along with other players in that squad who have the quality to do so. And here comes the first major cock-up of the predictions. Ayr United finishing 7th. Now, no one predicted this. Don't even bother telling me that you thought Ayr United were going to be sitting top of the league by Christmas time. But they're there and they're doing extremely well. Lawrence Shanklin is obviously the main talking point. He's been rightly lauded for all that he's done so far this season, and not just him, obviously Ian McCall, the manager, and the full Ayr squad have done fantastically well so far this season, and it is a real slap in the face for me and a kick in the balls that they're now sitting in first place, and I've predicted teams like Dunfermline to be finishing 2nd come May. So this one is extremely wrong, and I'm very sorry to any Ayr United fans watching this. On Falkirk's end, I'm putting them there just based on kind of the reputation that they're going to have. Last season they finished 6th eventually. They obviously had a very poor season last season. I don't know how their squad really equates to the rest of the league, but they are currently going there on their sort of reputation and the fact that they always end up kind of pulling through. And as one cock-up comes, along comes another. Falkirk I had finishing in 6th. And of course they are currently sitting in the bottom 2 I believe, if not they're in the bottom 3, and they've performed horrendously bad for what you would have expected them to do this season. Well, I don't know if you would have expected them to do it this season, but I certainly thought they would have been at least mid-table, and so far they've really not proved that, and it is one that I've got completely wrong so far. It could change come May because obviously there's still half a season to go and a lot of things could change from now until then, but so far it's another one that I've got massively wrong. 5th is Dundee United. Controversial. They need to keep Shabo Laszlo if they're going to definitely finish in this place. If they end up sacking him and say appoint someone like Jim McIntyre, I feel like they will finish in the playoffs. In 5th place I had Dundee United, and I'm going to actually stick up for this point because I did say in the predictions that when I made them, Shabo Laszlo was in charge, and I said that if Shabo Laszlo was still there, then they would finish outside the playoffs, which is obviously where I had them sitting in 5th. And if they changed manager and brought in someone like Jim McIntyre, and obviously Robbie Neilson would be in that conversation as well, I just didn't mention him in the video itself, I said that they probably would have finished in the playoffs. So this prediction is kind of a bit weird because it was based on Shabo Laszlo being the manager, and it's completely changed the dynamic of it now that Robbie Neilson's their manager. I think they will still finish in the playoffs now, and that is still going off the basis of what I said in that video, so I'm claiming it. The playoff positions, I've got 4th Inverness, 3rd Partick Thistle and 2nd Dunfermline. These 3 teams, another battle really, but I just feel that those 3 teams are going to have enough to really push on and go for the Premiership place next season. 4th place I had Inverness. They might be sitting currently 4th or 5th, but they are in that sort of position and they're in the battle with a lot of teams to finish in that 4th playoff spot. So this could be right, this could be slightly wrong come the end of the season, but I feel like I'll not be far off with that one. 3rd Partick Thistle. Partick Thistle have obviously just came down, and I feel like they've got the right mentality, the right people in place to pull them back up again. And just like Ayr United and Falkirk, here's my 3rd cock-up of the Championship predictions. Partick Thistle finishing 3rd. Now they are sitting in the bottom 2, I believe. If not, like Falkirk, they're in the bottom 3. They're definitely within the bottom 3 of Falkirk, Partick Thistle and Alloa. But I had them finishing 3rd. They're not going to finish there this season, it's just plain and simple. But of course, January editions, they could improve and they could end up finishing a bit mid-table-ish and maybe pushing for the 4th playoff spot, but I even see that as a bit of a stretch. And 2nd, Dunfermline. As I mentioned, I feel like we've built a really good squad for this coming season, and I feel like we've got the right kind of mentality about the squad. We've got a good mix of different capabilities within the team, and I just feel like we're going to have enough just to finish 2nd. Hopefully pushing on to then get promoted to the Premiership for next season. Here it is, Dunfermline finishing 2nd. I'm not happy with this one at all. I really thought that after the Dundee United game we were going to do massive things this season and go on and really improve on last season, but that has not came to light, and I'm completely biased. I'm completely black and white tinted specs, and I should have really been a bit more realistic. That Dundee United game was a cloud in my judgment, and I'm extremely sorry for a team that I maybe could have put in 2nd that would have actually maybe finished there, but we've not fulfilled our potential so far this season, and it's been a horrendous season. Depressing, just... And finishing 1st, I've got the money whores, Ross County, and I'm sorry if you're a Ross County fan and I'm saying that and you feel a bit kind of offended by it, but you have to admit that you've got an owner that is willing to put his hand in his pocket and do whatever it takes to get Ross County back to where he wants them to be, and I feel like that's what's going to pull Ross County through. And in 1st place I had Ross County. This one I'm not extremely far off at all. Ross County could still finish 1st and Ayr United could finish 2nd. I believe it will be between them 2 to finish top of the league now, and I'm still going to stick with Ross County finishing top. I do believe that Ayr will get promoted this season, but Ross County could still finish 1st, there is no doubt in that. So I'm going to stick with this one. I'm not going to say I'm wrong with it because they could easily still finish 1st. So there you go, there's my Championship predictions, and that's it for this video. I mean, in the last 2 videos obviously I've done my Premiership and Championship reactions to the predictions, and of course I'll do it at the end of the season as well, see what the actual predictions were like. But ultimately I've got quite a few wrong overall. I'm not happy with the predictions that I made at the start of the season. It was a bit biased, especially the Dunfermline one. And Ayr United I'm extremely disappointed with, and Livingston as well from yesterday's video. So it's a bit of up and downs really. I don't think I've got a lot right, but then I've got ones relatively right, so I'll take credit for some of them. But as I said, that's it for this video guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy, please give it a like. Comment down below your Championship predictions at the start of the season to now, and how many of you got pretty much correct or wrong. And also subscribe for more of this type of content. 700 subscribers, you know the deal by now. Let's reach it by 2019. And until the next video, which will be punted long tomorrow, I'll see you then. Cheers guys.